getting more and more comfortable every time you're out there. Do you feel, is it a process of that, getting comfortable and figuring out what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. Compared to like last week, I was kind of lost and confused. But as we got through practices and games, I've gotten more and more comfortable. Not just in reps, but just watching as well. So definitely feel more comfortable.
Pauly, when guys get to this level, everyone loves playing in the, Clemson and, the big games. Is there also a purpose, especially for a guy in your situation trying to find his role, is there a purpose for these non-conference games when it's not, when it's the small mid-major? Is there a purpose for these kind of games for a guy like you trying to work his way up?
Yeah, I think regardless of who we play, I shouldn't underestimate, or nobody should underestimate our opponent. I think, the preseason, I said preseason, like the non-conference games are to prepare us for the conference games. And, I think, our approach and how we handle scouting and how we, go about walkthrough, all that different stuff, it prepares us for the real deal. So definitely important.
I always just kind of wondered if guys get bored with games like this as opposed to, going out and playing a top 25 team.
Right. I mean, like I said, I feel like underestimating your opponent could only, lead to bad things. I mean, we've seen, I think Iona beat Alabama and all of these upsets, so, I mean, that's what happens when you underestimate a team. So I think, you come with the same focus regardless of who the competition is.
Pauly, how much different do you feel like the offense is when you were Damone played a 5, or Gabe plays the 5, or Isaiah plays the 5?
Well, I mean, the stuff that we do, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable in knowing where I'm supposed to be on the floor. It obviously switches depending on who's in the game or who I'm in the game with. But honestly, I just try to do what I'm supposed to do. So given that, I'm making the right cuts, making the right movements, and just doing what I need to do instead of stepping out of character and doing things that's outside of my game. So, I mean, it's a transition for me considering the style of play that I've played at in different schools, but I'm adjusting well, I think.
What the things you can do and the things you shouldn't do, contrast that to what maybe like Gabe or Isaiah can do or should do that maybe you wouldn't want to do, and vice versa. Like what is he laughing already? Right?
Well, Isaiah shoots. I definitely don't shoot.
Yeah.
I'm not coming in the game shooting threes. I don't think Coach wants me coming in the game shooting threes, so definitely staying away from that. But I mean, me and Gabe are kind of similar in how we play aggressive and we're active and we just try to help in any ways that we can. So I would just say that.
You and Damon were on the court at the same time, weren't you?
Were we?
I think for a brief moment. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, I mean, I like playing with Damon because he makes me comfortable in the energy he brings. So, it's a compliment to each other, honestly. So
It's a whole different look for the team.
definitely, yeah.
What's some of the things Eric Martin's working with you inside?
Well, right now he's just telling me to just slow down because I get so sped up. I usually rush shots, so he's just telling me to focus on just taking my time and finding the rim. So that's something that he's been emphasizing, and also defensively, just making sure I'm doing my work early. Getting up the line, hedging on ball screens or icing, just doing my work early and just being more ahead of what's about to happen.
Notice the little baby hook. Is that something you've always had, or is that something you kind of developed here? Or?
Yeah. So credit to my coaches at Harcum. That's when I really started working on my post game, and I worked on the hook shot a lot, and that's been my go-to. I think a lot of people would say the hook shot is dying in basketball, but I try to keep it alive. It works for me, so definitely keep working on it.